Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy VGC and we are back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and VGC videos. One thing I want to address to you guys is that I'm going to have to end up going back to uploading once every other day because it is extremely hard and not enough hours in a day to put together new teams and fresh teams for you guys to be uploading every single day. There's just not enough time in a day, man. EV training takes forever, and you guys know how it goes. Obviously, we aren't PK hexing over here, so, you know, can't get new teams in a matter of 20 minutes. So, we're going to upload every other day. I will still have videos out for you guys, obviously. But this team right here that you guys are seeing is a very offensive team. I got Ting Lu, which is, I'm probably saying that wrong, but this one has got to be one of my favorites out of the 4-door legendaries. Obviously this one and the other one, the tiger, but this one right here, man, I gotta say, Chopper Berry on this thing, solid. We could even go for Assault Vest and Leftovers, man. This thing is insane. I gotta train it up though, do some EV spreads on it. It's just, you know, I just caught it like today, so wanted to give it a try. It ended up doing me some justice, I'm not gonna lie to you. We took the Aqua Berry off of Rever Room, we put a Shucka Berry on it because I'm starting to encounter more Torkoals and stuff like that, and more 4-door legendaries running Earthquake and Earth Power, so we put Shucka Berry on it. We got Iron Valiant, obviously, for the booster energy, which can be substituted out for a Life Orb and or Assault Vest. It's a mixed attacker, so it depends on how you want to go about it. We got Scarlet with the Weakness Policy. In my opinion, this is the only item to put on Scarlet aside from Life Orb, but Weakness Policy works wonders on this thing, dude. It is a one-hit KO mon. I could probably have a better moveset for it, but I wanted to have some coverage on it. And then we got Expert Gyarados, who you guys will see does work in this video. So the rental code is at the top right, and I'll leave it in the description for those of you who want to use this team or use any of the teams. I'll go back and put all the rental team codes in the description below for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Once again, we're back on an every other day upload schedule, so hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you guys use this team, and let me know how you like it. Peace. Yo guys, we are back with the first battle, but this is going to be a 3v3 singles. Yeah, we're mixing up in this video. This guy's going to go ahead and lead off with his Zesty Bird. I'm going to lead off with Gyarados here, because I feel like Gyarados is like one of the best leads to lead in 3v3 singles. But, so I'm like, okay, well, obviously, water on water. I don't want to terrestrialize Dragon. I see no point of doing that, so we're just going to go ahead and get a swap on out here, as we're going to go into Rever Room. I feel like Rever Room is also a really good, like, singles mon as well, given the fact that it can cover with spikes and it can cover with toxic spikes. Now he ends up sitting in his animatronic Delibird, which this thing is insanely broken, as he was probably trying to go for the Icy Wind with Delibird, but I wasn't having it. You know, we're saving Gyarados. I'm preserving that mon, dude. Delibird is so annoying, guys. I can't stress it to you enough just how genuinely annoying this Pokemon is, bro. It's insanely broken. It's banned in Smogoon. It's banned just altogether. It's banned in a competitive play when the actual format goes out. But he's going to go ahead and go for the flip turn here, as that was probably his wisest move, as he's trying to go ahead and preserve that Delibird as well. And then he ends up going back out into Scizor here. Now Scizor is a very interesting choice, as I go for the Iron Head, thinking he'd stay in. I'm like, okay, well he's got Scizor. This gives me enough time to go ahead and set up some Toxic Spikes. Now, I run Toxic Spikes and not Spikes, solely for the fact that the Toxic gets worse over time. I feel like it's much more of an offensive pressurizer, it gives more pressure offensively, is what I'm trying to say. I genuinely feel like it just gives up that pressure. It makes people want to swap out, as this guy goes for the U-turn. And I wonder, like, okay, what's he gonna go back into, man? Because, like, you know, he puts out Delibird, Delibird's gonna get toxic. He's gonna go right back into that Zesty Bird. I figured he'd rather go ahead and get this out the way and try to do as much damage as possible by trying to sack this, but also try to keep it alive if he can. And I don't really think he can keep it alive. I mean, you know, Rever Room is pretty good, you know. If he had, like, you know, Ghost Crocodile, then this would have been different, as I don't have an Aqua Berry on my Rever Room. So this fight could have turned out one or two ways if you had a different starter. But we get off some huge damage there with the Poison Jab, but he has a Citrus Berry, and I'm like, oh great, Citrus Berry. As he goes for the Bulk Up here, and I'm just like, okay, this is not looking good. Alright, we gotta go ahead and get rid of this thing the best way I know how to get rid of it. And I'm like, Aqua Step, Bulk Up, dude, too much damage to Rever Room, way too much damage. It won't be able to live too many turns if it comes down to it having to just be same type attack. So we end up getting a read off here. We swap into Gyarados. Now Gyarados once again is going to get off that Intimidate for that attack drop, which is going to do a little, you know, just a little something to the bulk up. won't make it as bad. And he ends up going Terrestrialize, dude. And I'm just like, wow, yo, this guy is actually sweaty, dude. Like, he wants to win. You know, he really wants to win. Bro tried to take out the power of God and anime on his side to get rid of Reverberm with Aqua Stab, man. I'm just like, yo, it's not that serious. He gets off a pretty decent amount of damage for Gyarados. Obviously not going to do too much, but that poison's still chipping, it's still chipping, it's still chipping. And I'm like, you know, there's not really much we can do to it here, but in the meantime, let's hopefully get a defensive defensive drop with Crunch. You know, so just try to get something off here. And I wonder, is he going to switch? Is he going to stay in? I mean, he's pretty much pinched into a corner. I'm not going to lie to you. I got spikes on the field, so he has to be very careful about what he wants to send in, as he hasn't really done much damage to my team whatsoever. And it has taken this guy a minute to decide what he wants to do. And I'm just like, God, like, you can go for something. You know, he gets off a lot of damage with the acrobatics, but I get a crit on the Crunch. I was like, whew, yo, we got a crit, bro. I didn't think Crunch would get a crit. It never crits for me. As a matter of fact, I need to stop running Crunch on that thing, dude. Put like Protect or something on it. Maybe Liquidation. I don't know. But we get a crit off with the Crunch, and he ends up sitting in back in the old animatronic Delibird, dude. Again, guys, can't stress how much I genuinely despise this Pokemon, dude. I don't like it whatsoever. We go for the Terrestrialize here, which this was honestly a stupid move. I thought I'd win speed-wise against it, and then I looked up Pokemon Showdown how fast this thing can get, and I just thought, like, bro, we really thought we were gonna outspeed animatronic Delibird, dude. Like, I felt so stupid when I hit Terrestrialize here, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you, I was just thought, like, wow, I just blew this match. Like, I absolutely sold this entire match, dude. I wasted it. Like, genuinely, I wasted it. So, I'm like, okay, how do we come back from this? You know, we go back into Reverberm here, try to get off the Iron Head, and I'm just like, dude, I don't know how we can come back from this fight. I genuinely don't even know. But I want to say I end up getting Red here, and he goes back into Scizor. Like, there's only one or two options that he could do here, and I'm just like, okay, it's either you switch back into Scizor, or you forfeit. I mean, you know, he goes into the Flip Turn, which, Flip Turn, so tired of seeing Flip Turn. I'm really tired of this meta right now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, it's not even official VGC, and I'm so tired of seeing the same 4 teams over and over again, which is really ironic, but, you know, we get off some decent damage with Iron Head here, and I'm just like, this fight's gonna take forever, bro. Like, this right here is gonna be like an entire video in itself, bro, because we're just sitting here stalling the entire time. Bro really sat here and tried to stall me, knowing that at this point it was pretty much wraps, but I mean, it still could have went either way. We get off some decent damage on Iron Head here. He goes for the close combat. I live on 15 HP, which honestly I didn't really expect to live it. I didn't think he had close combat on it. Usually I expect like a, you know, power up punch or a drain punch. I don't even think power punch is in this game. We get off the Iron Head, dude. He lives on 1 HP, bro. 1 HP. Like, really? 1 HP? You guys couldn't let me have it, bro. Just come on. But he ends up dying to the poison. I'm just like, you know what? Ha, you suck, bro. Honestly, eat it. So we end up sitting out the old reliable Iron Valiant. Can't stress to you guys how much I love this Pokemon, dude. It's so good. Well, this battle is pretty much, you know, animatronic versus animatronic. There's really not much to do at this point, you know. I mean, I kind of feel like even with him spamming Ice Beams, it wouldn't really do anything, you know. Just, we get off a tremendous amount of damage at this point, and he's dying to poison. This fight's pretty much over with. There's just nothing he can do. I was kind of expecting him to forfeit at that point, but, you know, maybe he got the crit with the Ice Beam, you know. Maybe there was a chance. I feel like he was banking on there being a crit. But this concludes the first battle. Sorry that this one is a little boring, a little stalling. Just wanted to try some 3v3. But I'll see you guys in the second battle. Yo, what's going on, everybody? We are back with the second battle. Now, this battle went a lot more smoothly than the first one. It was still a pretty good battle. It was still a very intense battle. This guy's going to go ahead and send out his Azumarill and Dragonite. I'm going to go ahead and send out my Tinglu and my Gyarados. Now, his Dragonite has Inner Focus, and I was like, okay, I could probably guess the setup on this Dragonite, but we got Vessels of Ruin on Tinglu here, which is really important with the Intimidate combination. I recommend running this sometimes, but we're going to go for the Ice Fang here. Kind of just hoping I outspeed the Dragonite. I don't want Tinglao to take too much damage from the Azumarill in case he goes for like, you know, Surf or Waterfall. So we're going to swap on out here. We're going to go into Reverie, as I feel like he can take most of the damage anyway as it goes. He ends up going for the Thunder on Gyarados, which we luckily avoided. We get off the Ice Fang here with the one-shot, and thank God for Expert Belt, man, because that's what we're rocking on Gyarados. We're rocking the Expert Belt. He goes for the Rain Dance. I'm like, alright, okay, cool. He wants to get that Thunder increase, man, which is really scary. Super, super scary. Wasn't really sure how to deal with it as I don't have any electric types on my team. He ends up going for the Annihilate now, and I'm just like, okay, this is getting really scary, guys, because like Annihilate is very fast and super strong, as I don't really know how to deal with it too much. So I was like, okay, well, we got to get it off the field. We got to somehow get this thing off the field. So I'm like, okay, we're not sacking Reverie here, even though I know we outspeed. We're gonna go back into Tingloo. And hopefully Tingloo can like take some damage here. Also get off the special attack drop with the you know, his Ruin ability. We get a large amount of damage due to the Rain Dance, Stab, Waterfall from Gyarados. He ends up going for the Play Rough on Reverie, but we swapped out, and he goes once more for the Gyarados. Now this is getting kind of scary because like Annihilate, man. I was kind of thinking he was gonna go for Final Gambit. Not gonna lie, I feel like he was gonna go for Final Gambit. So I was like, okay, we gotta get a crunch off, you know. And if you guys don't know what Final Gambit does, it's pretty much it's a trade for trade, you know. I hit you, I automatically die, you die, you know. But he gets a crit off on me, which is kind of nuts, but I hang in there with 1 HP, dude, from the crit. And I was like, dude, this Azumarill is like bulky, dude, like insanely bulky. He sends out another big threat to the team, but it's not too much of a problem because it is very slow, and I want it off the field as usual. Kind of want it off the field. I was like, all right, well, obviously we're not gonna outspeed Azumarill here, so we're just gonna go ahead and get the Waterfall off on the, you know, Fire Croc over there. We end up getting the crit anyway, you know, the most useless crit of all time. And he gets the Ice Spinner off, and Tingloo's going to go ahead and go straight back into the Forever Box. I was kind of disappointed about it, but I mean, to be expected, you know, I mean, he didn't want it on the field anyway. So we end up sending a Reverie here. Now, I remind you guys, this Azumarill is really, really bulky. Like, it's really bulky. You guys kind of see how I struggle to even know what to use against it, and I'm just like, okay, I don't even know what I should use against this thing, bro. Like, I forgot it was like Fairy type as well, and I was like, dude, like, I'm losing my mind today, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's been a really long day in battle stadiums, as it's been so sweaty. So I was like, okay, well, let's just go ahead and go for the Poison type here. I Terrastalize just because, honestly, just because. I mean, there's no reason for me to like even fear at this point. So I just go ahead and Terrastalize Reverie, as I like the look of it. I like the like little fire like chandelier and candles for Terrastalizing. I get off the Poison Jab. We do a fat chunk on the Poison Jab. I mean, this battle's pretty much over as he hangs in with 1 HP. He gets off a Play Rough. We hang in with pretty much 30 HP. Well, this battle is pretty much over, guys. Like I said in the start of the video, we're going to go back to uploading every other day so I can get some new teams for you guys, because it's getting a little stale running the same mons over and over again, trying to find different ways to use them and all of that. So, yeah, every other day will be the upload schedule, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. You guys have been killing it lately, man, on this channel. It makes me so happy. But leave a like if you guys have enjoyed. I'll leave the rental codes and stuff like that in the description below. I love you guys. Peace out. See you in the next one.